Hi, my name is Anita Goldberg, and we're going to have music class together. I'm really excited about this year's music class because this is going to be our Music Theory 2 class. This is the last year of the Music Masters program, and some of you have been with me since you were 3 years old. Like I know a few of you that have been my students since you were 3 years old, and then we did the pink book, and then the blue book, and the red book, and now our last book, the yellow book. So it's very exciting. Some of you are new to the program and you're just starting with the yellow book. But let's review the basics, okay? Let's see everything we are supposed to know by now. What's that? Do you remember what that means? 4 beats in a box. And by now, we should know that the real name of box is not box, it's measure. So when you see this tells you there will be 4 beats in a measure. Why is that important? Because the music will sound different if it has 4 beats in a measure, or 3 beats in a measure, or 2 beats in a measure. See, this tells you how many beats you have in a measure, and it just makes the music sound different. For instance, if it's 4 beats in a measure, you have to count to 4. Beat number 1 is always strong, so let's count like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and stop. That's how most musics are in 4 beats in a measure, and that's how it feels. But sometimes we use music that has 3 beats in a measure. So you will put only 3 beats in a measure, and that will change the feeling of the music. Let's count to 3. 1 is strong. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1, 1, 2, 3. Can you feel how this feels very different? The feeling of the music will be very different like this. And stop. And if you see this, 2 beats in a measure, well, we have to count just up to 2. Count with me. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and stop. Do you see how it changes the feeling of all the music? This is super important. So what's this? 4 beats in a measure. What's this? 3 beats in a measure. 2 beats in a measure. Now, all the names of the rhythms are based in 4 beats in a measure. Let's see if you remember the names. Everybody should remember this one. Who's this one? Our friend walk, right? Now, I call it walk because that's how it sounds. It sounds walk, 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 walk. 1 note in 1 beat, but that's not his real name. Can you remember the real name? Quarter note. Quarter note. Now, do you remember this one? Quarter rest. Quarter rest. We used to call it shh, shh, shh. Is 1 rest that you will have in each beat. I hope you remember these ones. We call them run, 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 run. But that's not the real name. What's the real name? 8 notes. 8 notes. And this is tricky. How many beats does run, run take? How many beats do 2 8 notes take? 1 beat. Please don't say 2 beats. A lot of children still say, oh, they are 2 beats. No, 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 no. They are 2 notes that you play in 1 beat. That's why they go faster, because in 1 beat, you will do 2 notes. And who's this one? Half note. Remember, half note. How many beats does it take? 2 beats. Half note takes 2 beats. When you see a note that has no color, you have to make it long, 2 beats. And if you see this one, just a circle, no color, no nothing, who's that one? Whole note. And how many beats will it take? 4 beats. I hope you remember all of that because that's what we have to review. And now we're ready for our next exercise.